I have a challenge for you. We're coming up on the end of the year, and a lot of the time people wait until next year to start their goals, which inevitably fall apart. And I think that's a waste of time. Why not just start today? I've started a challenge for myself this November in order to improve my life, develop better self-discipline, and sort of just recuperate and bring everything back together before the end of the year. And I'd like you to do it with me. And even if you see this challenge on the 5th of November, or the 26th of March, or the 18th of April, or any other date, it doesn't matter. Do this challenge whenever you can. Just set aside a month and you can do it with me. And what would a challenge be without some ground rules? Okay, here are the ground rules. You have to exercise every single day. Weightlift at least 5 times per week and do cardio for the other 2 days. For those 2 cardio days, you need to sprint for 15 minutes 1 time per week. Now, sprinting just means reaching your maximum heart rate. You can do this however you want. If you want to cycle, go ahead. If you want to do running, go ahead. If you want to hop on the air bike, go ahead. If you want to swim, go ahead. Just anything where you can manage to reach your maximum heart rate for a couple of minutes once per week. Journal for just 10 minutes. Preferably do this right as you wake up. The instant you get out of bed, the instant your eyes open, you're all groggy. Grab your journal and a pen and just start writing. Don't worry about what you're writing. Don't try to censor it. Don't do anything. The reason I'm suggesting doing it in the morning is because your brain doesn't have all the inhibitions and filters locked in that's going to stop you from getting into deep thought. If you miss it in the morning because your brain's not working properly, don't stress about it. Just do it later in the day. Now, another 10 minutes of your day are going to go into meditation. You can just sit quietly with nothing going on, just looking at a wall with your eyes closed, whatever. Or you can go onto YouTube and type in 10-minute meditation, and there are plenty of different options that you can listen to that help ground you and keep you present. The point is just to be mindful and get into the present moment. No alcohol at all. You can't have a glass of wine. You can't go out drinking, binging with the boys. Nothing at all for the entire month. Alcohol worsens your sleep, it lowers your brain function, it's not good for your hormones, it doesn't do any good for you. Sure, it's great in social settings sometimes, but you can wait until the next month to do that. So 1 month, no alcohol. No smoking anything. I understand if you're a cigarette smoker, this is going to be difficult, but maybe you can use this as an opportunity to quit. Look, you're going to have a difficult month no matter what. Might as well make yourself suffer as much as possible. I understand it's very difficult if you are actually a smoker, but you can do it. No vaping either, and definitely no smoking weed for this entire month. This one has 2 components, and it's similar to another challenge that a lot of people do in November, which is No Nut November. In this, you're not allowed to watch any porn, and you're certainly not allowed to choke the chicken. Now, I'm not opposed to you getting engaged in more natural sorts of fun with another person, but no self-gratification for the entire month. No more than 30 minutes of social media a day. I understand that deleting social media isn't optimal. I need to keep it so that I can keep posting and keep engaging with a lot of my friends, but limit your time instead of spending 4 or 5 hours a day or whatever you spend on social media. Limit it to just 30 minutes of scheduled time. Start a timer. When that timer ends, turn it off. You're not allowed anymore. You have to be very disciplined with yourself. This is a non-negotiable. Obviously, screen timers don't work, time limits don't work. You need to be the person who sets the rules that when that 30-minute timer ends, turn it off. And finally, the last step is to read or listen to an educational book for at least 30 minutes every day. Explore other avenues, stuff you've never heard of before, stuff you've never learned. Read self-improvement if you must, but learn a business book, read about philosophy, read about science, just anything that piques your interest. Just spend 30 minutes actually sitting down, reading, engaging your brain. You could listen to an audiobook while you walk, while you do your other exercise, as long as you're getting 30 minutes of new education every single day. That's all. There we go. Not too difficult. Lots of things which are very achievable in a single day, especially if you free up time from not using social media and doing other things. There will likely be days where you fail at doing everything. You might miss 1 or 2 of these objectives. You might be able to only do 1. On those days, don't beat yourself up and don't give up on the challenge. Just try to continue. It doesn't help to get all upset and beat yourself up and then not be able to go on the next day because you feel so guilty about the previous day. If you failed once, just continue and try again the next day. There's an email address in the description below. Contact me if you need any help. and let me know what the results were at the end of the month. There's also going to be a link in the description below with all the details to this challenge. Go ahead and click on that so that you have it saved somewhere and so that you can reference it every single day. Sign up for the newsletter as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.